All right, so this is going to be one of our longer lessons, but it's just a bunch of information that we're going to need to review before getting into proofs in our next lesson. So, but first, this first one is just some review. So go ahead and try the warm-up and ignore, sorry, I meant to cut these out. Don't do numbers 1 and 2. All right, so rewrite this sentence as a conditional statement. If then form, then write the converse, inverse, and contrapositive statements. So just like what we were doing before. So this one's P then Q. This is Q then P. This is not P then not Q. And then not Q then not P. All right. So if an angle is 110 degrees, then it's obtuse. Okay, I just kind of shorthanded it. Converse is if an angle, again, we want to start with an angle is obtuse, then it's 110 degrees. Okay. Then we do the inverse, sorry. So if an angle is not 110 degrees, then it is not obtuse. And then switching them, so if it is, if an angle is not obtuse, then it is not 110 degrees. Okay, so that's what you should have gotten. Sorry, my handwriting's a little rough today, but that's what you should have gotten for that. It's just a little bit of review. So what I would do is I would split you guys into groups, and I'd say, okay, y'all work together and answer all of these questions. So, or answer each of them. So tell me whether it's true or false. Okay, and you don't have to explain your reasoning on the paper, just kind of explain it to your partner. So what I want you to do, since you're watching this individually, is just try them all on your own, and then we're gonna go over the answers. So pause it, try it, and then we're gonna go over it. Okay, all points shown are coplanar. Okay, so this is a plane on this outside, so true. All of them are coplanar. All right, points D, G, and I are collinear. Okay, are these all on the same line? No, so false. All right, points A, C, and H are collinear. Yes, right, A, C, and H are all on the same line. So true. EG, and AH are perpendicular. Yes. Well, how do I know that? This right angle right here. So true. Angles BCA and ACD are a linear pair. Yes, true. Lines AF and BD are perpendicular. So we actually can't conclude that by just looking at this diagram, so we'd have to say false. We don't know that for sure. Like if we had this little right angle over here, then yes, but we don't have that. Okay. AF and BD are coplanar. Yes, true. This is our plane. AF and BD they intersect. That's true. Okay, they're not perpendicular, but they do intersect. Angles ACD and BCF are vertical angles. Yes, true. EG and BD are parallel. Now we can't conclude that, so we'd say false. If we had little arrows like this, then we could, but no. So EG and BD do not intersect. We don't necessarily know that for sure, because they could not be parallel, so they could intersect eventually. So I would put false. Okay, so unless we know 100% that they don't intersect, then we wouldn't put true. Okay, EG and BD are perpendicular, definitely not. And then AC and FH are the same line, yes, true. All right, check your answers and see how you did. Some of these were tricky, like this one was pretty tricky. All right, so this is how we identify some postulates, just using diagrams. All right, I'm gonna add a couple of things. Okay, let me add these. Okay, so if crisscross, then crisscross. So this is telling me if two lines intersect, then they intersect, intersect at one point. All right, so this is the postulate. All right, we don't have to prove that. We can just look at it and know, okay, two lines that intersect, they gotta intersect at a point. That's it. Okay, here, if straight line is straight line, so add these 2 points. If, let's say with points A and B. If we have 2 points, then any 2 points can make a line. Okay, then any 2 points can make a line. Over here, if, again, we have crisscross, crisscross, but this time we have 2 planes. If 2 planes intersect, they intersect at a line. Okay, so again, these are postulates. These are things we can just look at and know that they're true. In one of the lessons I got it confused with an axiom, but just postulates are those. Axioms are just more in-depth proofs, okay? But postulates are one of those things we can look at and know that is true. Okay, if, same thing, if we have three points, those, I should not just say 3 points. If we have 3 points, where one of the points are or is not collinear, then those points form a plane. Okay, so those are just kind of some postulates we got to review from the past, okay? Now there's a reason I said points that were one of the points is not collinear. Remember, we have to have one point kind of off by itself. 2 points can be on the same line, but the other one has to be off by itself to create a plane. Okay, so it says use the diagram to write the plane point postulate. So the plane point postulate basically says is this one, right, where we have 3 points, where one of the points is not collinear, then those points form a line. So I could just say, okay, points A, B, and C A, B, and C form plane P. Okay, there's another name for plane P. Write the plane line postulate. So planes, plane Q and plane P intersect at line M. See where this plane and this plane over here intersect at this line right here, which is line M. All right, which postulate allows you to say that the intersection of plane P and Q is a line? Okay, that would be my plane line postulate. All right, the line intersection postulate is when line M, or is the line M and line N intersect at point A. Okay, so the line intersection is telling me that two lines intersect at a point. So hopefully this should be pretty easy review for y'all. Okay, so I would have you two, you guys try these on your own. So try these two on your own. State the postulate illustrated by the diagram. Right here, 2 points create a line. So this is the line point postulate. Okay, then if there's a plane, then it connects with 3 points. So this is the 3-point postulate. Okay. So use the diagram to write an example of each postulate. So the line point postulate, we just said, was 2 points create a line. So point J and point K create line Q. Line intersection postulate is where 2 lines intersect at a point. So line P and line Q intersect at point H. Okay, and over here, the 3-point postulate tells me, okay, any 3 points that are where one of them is not collinear is a way to name the plane or creates a plane. So I could use JKG or JKL. Let's just use J. Or I'd say points J, K, and L can create plane M. So plane line postulate, we can't really do that one because there's not 2 planes. So an example of that would be if you have a plane here and here. Okay, oh, I cannot draw. Okay, basically looking down at this diagram, right, this is where the planes intersect at a line. Alrighty, So let's look at analyzing diagrams. Okay, sketch a diagram that shows VT, or TV, sorry, intersecting PQ where TW and VW are congruent. Okay, and I don't know if you guys remember this, but this means that PQ is a segment bisector. Yeah, segment bisector. Or, yeah. All right, given the information states that PW and QW are congruent. So PW is this one, and QW are congruent. How can you show that in a diagram? And I would show that by using two notches. Or two congruent symbols on each line. Okay, sorry, can't really see that. All right, so I want you guys to try this one. Sketch a diagram showing that VX intersects UW at V, sorry. So that VX is perpendicular to UW, and UV and W are collinear. Okay, so go ahead and try it on your own, and then we'll do it together. Okay, so this is V, this is X, and then U, and then W, okay, and then I didn't read it proper, sorry. Let's start over. All right, so we need at V. We need them intersecting there. Okay, so that's what it described. U, V, and W are collinear, and they intersect at V. Okay, so that's what it asks me to draw. Okay, so it says name I think I skipped this problem. Oh well, we're gonna skip it. All right, a line is a line perpendicular to a plane if and only if the line intersects the plane in a point and is perpendicular to every line in the plane that intersects at that point. In the diagram, a line perpendicular to a plane must be marked with a right angle symbol as shown. Okay, which of the following cannot be assumed from the diagram? Okay, so let's look at this diagram over here. So that's what the line, a line is perpendicular to a plane. Okay, so this is basically just saying if we have a line coming straight down, it's perpendicular to all these lines coming through that plane. All the lines that are on that plane. Okay, so let's move on to this one. So if A, B, and F are collinear. Yes, true. Points E, B, and D are collinear. That's Not true, so false, right? Because there's not even a line there. AB is perpendicular to plane S. Yes, we see that little right angle right here. So plane S, yes, that's true. AB is perpendicular to that. CD is perpendicular to plane T. We don't know that necessarily because there's no right angle box there, so we put false. AF intersects BC at point B. Yes, it's true. Last page. Okay, so we're gonna write true or false looking at the same diagram. Okay, so there exists a plane that contains points A, D, and E. Okay, I don't see one. So no, false. AB is congruent to BF. We don't know that necessarily because we're not given any symbols, so false. Plane S intersects plane T at line BC. Yay, that's true. Right? AB is perpendicular to BC. So we have this right angle symbol, so true. All right, over here, we're gonna keep going. You guys try these. Pause the video and try these next 7, I think. Yeah, 7. All right, planes W and X intersect at KL. True. Points K, KL, M are coplanar. True. Points Q, J, and M are collinear. No. M, N, and RP intersect. No, because they're kind of like floating on top of each other, so false. JK lies on plane X. Yes, true. Oh, it tricked me. There are actually 8 problems. 18, angle P, L, K is a right angle. We don't know that necessarily because we're not given a little right angle symbol, so false. In KL and JKM are vertical angles. No, false. Because this is on a different plane. Okay, so that wouldn't work. NKJ and JKM are supplementary angles. No, false. All right, and the last one is error analysis. So, it says in exercises 21 and 22, describe and correct the error in the statement made about the diagram. So it says M is the midpoint of AC and BD. And wouldn't be the midpoint at all. Okay, because it's not in the middle of any of these lines. Okay, technically, right? We need one little notch here, one little notch here, one notch here, or 2 notches and 2 notches for this to be the middle of any of those lines. Okay, AC intersects BD at a 90-degree angle. Okay, so we are not given enough information. Okay, so we aren't giving enough information for this because we need a right angle here. Okay, all right, that is it. Y'all have a wonderful day. God bless. Bye.